Hello, how are you? My name is Dan McDonald, and I'm the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. I want to thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. I've got a detoxification recipe for you today, but before I get started, I have something I have to mention. The live chat, October 4th. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and of course that's 4 p.m. California time where I'm at. And during the live chat that's coming up this Friday, I will be discussing the 21-day detoxification protocol. So if you are one of the 1,000 people who ordered the DVD program, you may want to join us for the live chat so that you can have your questions answered, because I know many of you have already begun the process of the 21-day detox program and you're enjoying it. And I thought that many of you might have questions, so I wanted to do a live chat about that. So for about the first 30 minutes or maybe 60 minutes, I'll be talking about the program, talking about why I love juices so much. And then for the remainder of the live chat, I will have Sophia asking me your questions about the 21-day detox protocol. So thank you very much for considering joining me on October 4th for an incredible live chat. They get funner and funner every time that we do that. I'll put a link down below and you can go check out the page there that has more information about the live chat Friday, October 4th. Thank you for letting me share. I hope that you can be there. This is a detoxification recipe. It isn't one that I use often because it's very, very cleansing. But I was inspired this morning, it popped into my head, I thought that would be a great juice to make a video to, number one, promote the live chat, but also just to share with you my knowledge on the juicing process and how juicing can benefit your life by cleansing out your system. So this one is definitely best taken on an empty stomach. This one would be a great way to start the day for energy and to help to clean out the GI tract. In other words, this one will definitely stimulate a movement, and we'll leave it at that, because of the grape, the apple, the lemon, and the ginger. So the grapes being very beneficial for that flushing effect. Also very well known for their effects on the lymphatic system, being able to sort of penetrate the lymph and loosen it up. So if you've got like any type of inflamed lymphatic system, which accumulates a lot of metabolic debris and acid waste, and then can accumulate in the breasts or the back or the neck, causing headaches, or for some people it accumulates around the reproductive organs and inhibiting the function of those organs. So the grapes are very good for sort of breaking up the lymph. The apples here, very good in the sense of the pectins and the malic acid, which can help to dissolve accumulations like from grains and whatnot that tend to deposit themselves in the body. The malic acid can kind of dissolve certain types of stones and calcium type deposits. And the apples are also very good for keeping the GI tract clear. Okay, the lemons then again, so we've got the loosening and the sort of dissolving effects here. Then we move into the lemon, which has that pulling, you know, the puckering effect. It's got a puckering effect on the lymphatic system and on the cells themselves, so it's a tightening and a tonifying. So you expand, dissolve, and then pull. And then when I throw in the ginger, what you get is more of an expansive. So the ginger kind of activates everything and gives this juice more potential. So I just wanted to give you a little lay down of the law there on the benefits of these particular ingredients in this combination. So it's an equal part. I've got about 4 cups of grapes here. Any type of grape will do. The Concord grapes obviously are going to be the best with the seeds. But these are just the regular old organic purple grapes. And then I've just got some organic apples here. I'm going to go into the, and so equal parts of these. And then normally it would just be 1 lemon, but these are really small Meyer lemons. and then ginger to taste. This juice is for my house guest here who's staying, and so I'm not going to put. I would usually double the ginger myself, but this is enough ginger for the average person to make the juice kind of to create that alchemical effect with the ginger. So I'm going to go now ahead with the juice in here, and we'll see what else comes up. This is a Breville Juice Fountain Plus. It's only a $99 juice fountain, and it works really, really well, as you can see, for these high water fruits and vegetables. This type of juicer doesn't do so well with the herbs. So you can lose a lot of the green leafy herbs when using this type of juicer. I'll show you one in a minute that maximizes the extraction of the leafy green plants. Awesome. Perfect level on the juice. Okay, so I'm going to get a jar here, and then I wanted to tell you about this. Like I said, this is a Breville. This is a centrifugal juicer, which obviously is really quick. The reason, now, when I make it for myself, I'll use one of the slow press juicers, but during the videos, in this case, I like to use this one because I'd still be going, and I know your time is precious, so it would take me like 15 minutes to make that juice instead of just 4 or 3 minutes, however long it took. So I use this one for the juicing, for the videos to make it quick. And I also use this one for like just when I want just cucumber juice. Real quick, boom, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, the whole thing's done and I have a jar of cucumber juice. Celery juice, carrot juice. Okay, simple stuff like that, or apple juice. But if I'm going to use the herbs or something like that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out either, I'll show you 2 different types. And I've got this one here, this is actually Natasha's, and it's an Omega. And it's a single auger juicer. And what that means is it's just got the single auger. And so it extracts. I am really impressed. I have an Omega as well, just like this, and I really, really love it. And one of the things I love about the Omega is that it breaks down and travels really, really well. And so a single auger juicer, you get a maximum extraction out of that pretty well too. It's easy to clean, and again, very versatile, but you do have to cut the pieces quite a bit smaller. So you've got more time in the chopping, and then it takes a little bit more time to finish your juicing. So if I were to make that, it would take me like 15, maybe 20 minutes from beginning to end, whereas with this, I can do this within 5 minutes, have my jar of juice and cleaned up and everything put back together. So 5 minutes, you lose a little of the extraction rate. But if it's going to keep you on the juicing, then that's the one you want to get. For now, like I always recommend to beginners, just get this and have carrot, apple, ginger juice, you know what I mean? And get into the daily juicing habit. And then if you're really committed to it and you see, I'm going to do this, like for me, this is a $500 juicer, which I have been wanting to get one of these for as long as I can remember. And when Lou came up for the food class, he's like, we need a Green Star. And I was like, well, I will just bring a Green Star and I will pay for it. So I took my money from the class and bought the Green Star juicer so that we could have it for the class because Lou really likes it. So now I have a Green Star juicer, which has always been my top pick for a very long time. The thing about this juicer though is that it's, again, you have to cut things pretty small and it's a little bit more complicated to clean. It takes a little bit longer to clean. The Omega cleans up pretty quick. This one takes a little bit of time to clean, but the benefit of this one here is the highest amount of extraction. And also, it's with the omega as well, you can make ice cream, and you can also make ice cream and nut pates in this one as well. It's a twin gear juicer, and so when you do wheatgrass, parsley, herbs, you really maximize your extraction, and that's the beauty of the Green Star, which is the juicer that I'm using now to make my lemon ginger blast and stuff. So I got the Green Star on the counter. I've got the centrifugal juicer here, the Breville Juice Fountain Plus. And then I've got the big cutting board over there on the counter, and I just keep my juices flowing because I pretty much live off of juice. And you know, the 21-day detoxification programs is just a liquid program during the day and then one meal at night to keep everybody satiated and satisfied so they don't go crazy, because you got to transition into this real nice and slow. But let me just say one last thing. I really think it's important. The daily juicing habit is whenever anyone asks me, you know, hey Dan, what should I do for the average person, you know? And my thing is just like, hey, get onto the daily juicing habit, because that will start to begin the body to calibrate. You'll get the flushing, you can sort of like get off the coffee, you start to bring in the alkaline elements, and that start to neutralize the acid waste that's accumulated from all the different various reasons in our society, from the food to the air to the cosmetics and beauty products. And the acids accumulate and they saturate, and then they cause pain, stiffness, and begin to inhibit the activity of the cells in the body by inhibiting the receptor sites. So cells get clogged up, they stop communicating, and systems in the body start to fail. Well, the daily juicing habit begins the process of the reactivation by eliminating and displacing other more habits that are less than the best that your body's had to learn to adapt to, like coffee. The body just learns to adapt to coffee, and then it becomes, after it adapts, then it becomes addicted to that. Well, this is the way that you can, in a more natural way, with less of the downsides to things like coffee or cigarettes or ice cream or sugar, you know, and you can begin the daily juicing habit, which will awaken the cells and start to flush the system. And you can slowly and gradually displace more of the cooked food, heavy food, processed food, junk food habits with some more of these delicious, nutritious, energizing, hydrating, mineralizing, detoxifying juices, fruits, salads, and smoothies, and you can begin a smooth transition into eating better, taking better care of yourself, and then your awareness will begin to expand, and then you can start viewing some of the other areas of your life where you're being held back emotionally or mentally. So when we begin to take care of ourselves in one way, then we begin the process of taking care of and nurturing those other areas of our lives. And that's what Life Regeneration is about, and that's what I've done in my own life, and that's why I love making these videos, because I think that maybe the experiences that I've been having will be able to help other people to begin that process of life regeneration, which for me, you know, the food was a real catalyst. The raw living foods, you know, was a real catalyst into these other areas of self-exploration and the release of the blocks that were holding me back, whether they were financial beliefs, the financial blueprint, or the needing of approval from others, self-criticism, self-judgment, self-sabotage, you know, and I'm just beginning to get out of my own way and begin to receive the blessings. And that can come when you begin the process of nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, and having reverence for your body. Because once this one wears out, you know, that's it. And no amount of money, no pills, and nothing but real hard work and self-honesty and like getting out of your way. In other words, stop hurting yourself with your food choices. Stop hurting yourself with your clinging to these emotional cycles that you have that are, you have like you're sort of addicted to that vibration. You're comfortably miserable, we get. And then to really rise up by experiencing those experiences can be challenging, like really actually feeling what we feel instead of saying, I made a quote this morning on Facebook, you know, and it said, good girls do get angry and big boys do cry. See what I'm saying? That when good girls don't get angry and then the good girl just sucks it in, and then when someone might get cancer or something like that, and we all wonder, well, what happened? You know, blah, blah, blah. They even eat pretty good, you know, but it's the repression and suppression. And so what we're trying to do is loosen up those stagnant energies with this living food and break up and expand the energy and the awareness, because you know your mind is definitely affected by the food you eat. And when you're blocked up and clogged up from too much eating, fermentation, putrefaction, rancidification, putrefied fats, fermenting carbohydrates, especially the fermenting carbohydrates, which adds to the yeast and the fungus and the bacteria which poop into your bloodstream and your GI tract, and you have stinky farts and your armpits smell bad and your brain gets all fuzzy. So you want to keep this part of your body clear because it is directly affected by nerve endings to your brain and the bloodstream. So if the blood is clean and clear, then your ability to perceive life as it is instead of through the muddled mind. See, we get all fuzzied up and bunged up with all the heavy foods that are decomposing, and all those fermentations are going into the blood, and that can really cause fuzziness in the head and a lack of clarity in life. And then you don't even know, what do I want to do? I don't even know what I want to do with my life. And the clearer that you get, the more you're like, dude, I'm clear. I want to make money. I want to make awesome YouTube videos. I'm going to keep working on my health. I'm going to continue to improve myself as a person. I'm so excited. You get clear about it. And you can hear the messages coming from your deeper self. But when you're all clogged up with all these foods because you're using them to suppress your emotions, because we have not developed the skills in the society to handle and process and be okay with being a human being and experiencing all those things that are real, like anger. You know, okay, it's okay to get angry. It's not okay to punch someone in the face. So those are two different things. You can say, hey, I'm really, really angry right now, honey, and I need some space. And that, boom, there you go. Instead of, oh, everything's okay. Oh, everything's okay, and pretty soon, boom, you do punch somebody in the face because you couldn't say, hey, I don't agree with that. I'm very upset right now and I need some space. So I'm going to go see a movie. I'm going to go for a walk. And then you tell them and express and release and surrender and let go. And then more and more freedom comes. Honesty about what you really feel as sensations. I could go on forever and ever because it's my intention to be, you know, a help. But anyways, I'll let you go and leave it at that. And I think maybe we've got some decent stuff to think about there, at least until the next time that we get to reconnect. So thank you very much for considering joining me for the live chat. We'll go into some more stuff like this, and that's why I do the juicing. That's why I'm pretty much, you can call me a liquidarian. And I love the oxygen, so liquid and oxygen is all I need. But thank you very much. I'll see you at the live chat. It's been a pleasure spending time with you today. Natasha, your juice is ready. Want to try it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell me how it is.
It's good. I needed that. Thanks.
Thanks, Natasha. Cool. She took one for the team and is going to drink the juice because I'm on the detox program, baby. I haven't even had my first drink yet. It's 3:30 in the afternoon because sometimes I just like to drink nothing because then my brain is really clear and I make really great videos. So share this on your Facebook if you think it's going to help someone that you love. If I didn't act too weird on this one. And give it a thumbs up. And if you feel so inclined, you can put a comment down below. Check the link down below this video to get more information on the live chat. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Subscribe to these videos too if you haven't already. Later.